basically really all we've ever done is grow grapes and make wine our entire life. We're in our 36th year as Sausal Winery, and it's been fun. We've had a good time.
We were basically born into the business.
Well, I think that comes from growing up here, is that I think our parents appreciated it, our grandparents did, and I think we learned that from them.
Well, talking to people that come through, they say, you don't know how lucky you are. I hear that all the time.
Can you believe them?
Yeah, I do.
I know it's true.
So most of the time when you come up the driveway, you very possibly will be greeted by Sophie and Gypsy, our cellar cats, and this is our cellar cats red. This is a 100% Zin. It's a blend of our 50 and our 90-year-old vines. And we did this wine in honor of the girls. Yeah, it's a great story, and we love having them here. And they are definitely picnic hounds. And most of the time you'll see them lounging outside or, you know.
So we're here today with Cindy Martin and Dave Demostene, the owners of Sausal Winery, and they're a brother and sister team. Yes?
Yeah.
So we're out here in the old vines, the century vines, and Dave's going to talk to us about these old vines.
Well, these vines are 130-year-old vines. Vines, they really they don't produce that much, about a ton to a half a ton to a ton and a half somewhere per acre per year, and this gravelly soil really makes the grapes very intensive. The zinfandel, it's something about you get more of a varietal characteristic and more of a zinfandel flavor from the older vines, where a younger vine you don't get that.
Just this one old block that we call our century vines. We consider them the oldest members of our family, and we make a very limited amount of our century vine zinfandel. It produces, this block gives us about 450 to maybe 500 cases a year is all.
Absolutely. Dying to try it.
Absolutely.
Well, this one I can taste cherries in it, and I can taste some berries in it, and I think it's just. You can tell it's Zinfandel. You can just tell it's Zinfandel.
You know Zinfandel.
Yeah, no Zinfandel. Yeah, it's not a Cabernet or not a Merlot or a Pinot Noir.
And when they purchased the property in '55, there was probably half of it was to grapes, the other half was to prunes, and there was a few apples on the property. So my dad began pulling those out and planting more grapes, since his goal was to have his own winery. And since Zinfandel was predominantly the grapes that were here and what my father truly loved as a varietal, our first vintage was a Zinfandel. And Sausal was one of the few wineries that was producing Zinfandels at that time. And we continued, and have to this day, to have Zinfandel. It is our flagship, and it is what Sausal is all about. So for many years, Sausal was kind of synonymous with Zinfandel, and it was the benchmark of Zinfandel for probably all the way through the 70s until other wineries started producing it.
And another bonus to stopping in here is our tastings are complimentary, so you can spend your money on the bottle of wine and not just the tasting of it, so that's very important.
We're doing 3 Zinfandels. One is our family Zin, which is a 50-year-old vines, and then we're going to do a private reserve Zin, which are from 90-year-old vines, and then we're going to do the century vine, which are 130-year-old vines.
They're going to get a tasting outside.
Come on out and look at our cats and taste our fine wine.
We welcome all of you to experience the beautiful Alexander Valley and the wonderful wines of Sausal Winery.